Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Yeah,
Dr. Thierry.
yeah, Dr. Mr. Bernard. Yeah,
I think when you think about Northern University, right?
yes.
The first time I actually heard about Northern University was in Malaysia, when a group of you guys, the architects from UKA and yourself, we met for dinner.
Yeah,
And that's the first time I heard we met and talked about Northern University.
yes.
And then we had some discussions about green building course. And then you came back to Cambodia,
Yeah,
and then we started the course. So this course is something we actually develop this course specifically for Northern University. We didn't have this. So my team and I in Kuala Lumpur, we put this great course together with more pictures and more description, hoping that will have a good understanding, easy for them to absorb. And I think it worked very well. I noticed that when we put the slides up during the courses, we had 5 sessions, right? The students were asking a lot of questions.
yes.
Towards the end, they were asking very, very good questions. So for me, when they ask the right questions, I know they are learning. And you see from the results, most of them are getting over 85%, which is actually a good result. Okay, so from a global perspective, because of the climate impact, many uh, institutions are moving towards a net zero target. So by 2030, we need to reduce the carbon emissions by 50%, and by 2050, by 100%, means zero carbon impact. Now, to do that for 2030 and 2050, we need to start designing and building buildings differently. So the design of the buildings, the construction of the buildings, and the maintenance of the buildings. And all of this starts from architecture. The architectural design must be right. Architect must be able to convey this information to the mechanical, electrical engineers so that the building holistically becomes a low carbon building. So a green building in another term is also low carbon building. Okay, so Norton has showed the way by starting this uh, 5 session course. So it's a 5 month course. I call it 5 sessions. Um, and this is not the end. This is just the beginning, because the students who have graduated today, 83 of them, they have a role to play because they are the pioneers. They have to get this knowledge to the next batch. And at the same time, we are having a discussion here to set up a master's degree, a master's program for the architectural students. So this would mean Northern University is going to become the hub of green building for Cambodia. I was quite happy when I heard the testimonial by 2 of the students today. So Puncheng and I were talking that they would actually summarize the entire course very well. They understood exactly what was happening over the 5 sessions. Now, these students, so one of them said that before she started the course, for them a green building was a building painted in green. Today, she will not think the same way again. And 83 of them will not see a building the same way that they did before November 2022. Now they know, yes, I need to design the building, but I need to consider these 5 elements, which is the site, water, energy, site materials, and indoor environment quality. Things that they probably did not even consider for the design of a building. So now that knowledge, they've elevated their knowledge level to a different level. 2 years just before COVID started, I founded the Cambodian Green Building Council. And the reason why I formed that, along with local architects and engineers, is while I was doing a couple of green building projects, I realized that there was not one body that was looking at green building or promoting awareness. See, you need a body to promote awareness. Otherwise, everybody will think the green building is a green colored building, right? So then, of course, COVID subsided. The Green Building Council is slowly coming up again. It might be part of a ministry. But what happened in Northern University was an initiative from the Cambodian Green Building Council. And you can see that within 5 months, they have created a capacity building for green building. So if this Norton starts this, I'm hoping that other universities, other institutes, learning institutes also follow Norton's example and have similar courses.
I am currently a third year student of architecture and urbanism of Northern University. At first, when I heard the word green building, I don't know what it means. So I'm interested that what is exactly is a green building, because if from my perspective, I thought maybe a building that was painted in the color green. That's why they call it the green building. So I just want to know what is it exactly about? What is the green building about? Is it the same thing as I thought, or I just want to know more about it? Yes. After 5 months of studying this course, I think it's a very interesting course that architecture students should not overlook, because it's really important in our architecture field that we architecture students should focus on it. Whenever we decide to design something, we must think about the people, the environment, and that's what green building is about. Yes. Yeah, from what I'm learning, I really like the green building. I like the project of it. So I think after finishing this course, I will apply it on my design, and also will practice it on my real life also. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Bernard, and I'm a third year student from Department of Architecture and Urbanism from Northern University. So when I saw that the school are going to introduce this course of green building, so I'm kind of interested, and I'm curious what is this green building is about. And so after that, I decided to apply to study this course, and it's kind of interesting. So before joining this course, I'm not sure what green building means, but after studying this course of green building for 5 months, I realized that green building is much more than I studied from my school. And so there are some important factors that we can apply into our design for our school project. And we have to keep the occupant in mind, and to choose the material mindfully, and to design a space with good indoor environment, air quality, and etc. After finishing this introductory course of green building, I'm going to apply for an internship at for one factory in Phnom Penh, at the suburb of Phnom Penh, and I'm going to gain more experience and to get a practical skill from what I've learned during the past 5 months.